Hi, I'm Kevin Crosley, and this is Executives in Golf Carts Having Fun. As president and CEO of Arc Herkimer, I take big swings for the organization, and one of those big swings was our acquisition of the MV Golf and Event Center. 175 acres of pristine property, 18 holes of golf, restaurant, bar, and an event tent overlooking the beautiful Mohawk Valley. Larry Gilroy and Fred Matt, what a treat!
Kev.
Welcome to the MV Golf and Event Center. And we'll go out on the course and hit some balls and check out the prowess of these two friends. So how long have you guys known each other?
Our mothers were pregnant together.
Seriously?
I'm a month older to the day.
Is that right? This is a story. Wow, this is a story.
So are these cameras running?
I think so. I think we're mic'd up and live.
I love that. Pretty.
So Larry is the president of Gilroy, Kernan and Gilroy.
We are actually fourth generation. I was president for a long time, and my son Tom came back about 6 years ago. He's now the president, fourth generation. Started with my mom's father, 1904. They started the F&JS Kernan in Utica, and that operated through World War II. I had an uncle that came back and joined him. Concurrently, my dad came back from World War II and joined his father, who was our partner in another firm. And when my dad's father died, they wouldn't sell to him, so he started his own business at age 21. So they were friendly competitors for a long time. I was down in New York at the time, and my dad called and said, "Your uncle wondered if we'd buy the business."
Tell him about where you were living in New York.
I was living in New York next to Fred Matt at the time.
Oh,
and
wow.
when Larry decided to move into my apartment, he moved over the roof. Instead of going down 5 flights, it was easier to go 1 flight over and then come to my flight, which is the 4th floor.
So there's a little
history
here that we have going.
There's a little history.
There's an irony to this because Fred Mack, come on over here.
I'm coming.
You also are a 4th generation business, right? Starting in 1888, I believe?
1888, so we're 137 years old.
Isn't the beer a little rank by now at 137 years old?
Look at that. You're pushing bad quality. That's not how we start, Kevin.
Okay, so tell us
We
about
are an
FSMA.
award-winning brewery that makes beer and sells it all around the world. And I would say we're one of the most winning breweries as far as gold medals in this country and making probably the best beer in this country. I am 4th generation. My great-grandfather started the company in 1888, followed by my grandfather, my father, my Uncle Nick, and now me. And the cool thing I think about the brewery is that we've been around 137 years, and to be a family company and around 137 years, the success rate's like 1%.
Not only were your mothers pregnant at the same time, and you're a month apart to the day, right? This is the Mohawk Valley we're talking about here, right?
That's why it's incestuous.
Okay. I want you to tell me a little bit about some of the other community type work that you've been doing over the years.
You know, when I came back, I was fortunate because I knew some people. I'd worked, actually before I moved to New York City, I worked at the brewery running the tour center and PR.
Okay.
And through that got involved with the Boilermaker. And when I came back up, I'd known Earl Reed and got involved with that. And you can watch people in this community like Earl who were so involved in the community and doing things. inspired you and created opportunities, really. So one of the first things I got involved with was the United Way, which was at that time serving a much broader amount of not-for-profits, which was great because I do believe no matter how hard you work at some of those things, you always get more back. You're learning.
Absolutely.
There's great opportunities.
Yeah.
We just believe, the community's been great to us. There's an obligation to give back and find that. And, I think when I think about what we do, the biggest part about what we do, we're about 5 people, we're over 60, and so many people on our team are really bought into that core value. And the fun thing is to see how we can leverage talent, time, treasure of those 60 people across the region. Sometimes I get the credit, but there's 60 people out there doing really cool things.
Absolutely. Now that you've handed the reins over to your son, how involved are you with the business at this point?
Because you're retiring doesn't mean I'm retiring.
That is true.
You say it took me a long time to get promoted from president to CEO, but Tom's really active in the business. But while we are very family involved, we've got a lot of leaders in our company that help drive it. So it's not just about me or Tom. There's a lot of talent there. And my role today is as active as it's ever been. So we're fortunate that there's a lot of growth opportunity for us. Our industry's changed a lot. There's a lot of consolidation and money coming in from the outside. And
a lot.
because we've chosen to stay independent, we take advantage of that disruption. There's a lot of people that don't like to get consolidated, a lot of client disruption.
Sure.
So we're having fun with that, and it's probably the best growth opportunity we've ever had.
Oh, that's fantastic. It's the one thing I wanted to say to you, and I don't want you to let Fred know, but candidly, I like you more. So I just want you to know that right up front. And as long as you don't share it with Fred, then I think we're good.
I'll wait for the episode to come out and see what you tell him about who you like more.
Okay,
So.
yeah. Closest to the pin for $1. Fred, who doesn't ever have money on him, apparently seems to have money. This is $1, and I'm getting this from Larry Gilroy.
Now, Courtney, get this.
And I'm going to get $1. And I'd be happy to pick that up, because that is $1 from Fred Matt. Well, it looks like I have a new partner here. Fred Matt has joined, the better partner. Well, look, I don't want to say anything, honestly, Fred, and you can't tell Larry this, but I like you better.
Well, duh.
What are some of the things that you try to impart to your staff to make them give back to the area?
I think a couple things is just one, be nice. In today's world where, not to get political, but it gets fairly divisive. I think we all got to be nice and do the right thing. As far as the company, we did Saranac Thursdays for years, which unfortunately after COVID really went away, but we gave, I think it was about $700,000 back to United Way, and that is something that we do financially, but we get the company involved in that, and get everybody kind of involved in giving back into the community, and we've worked with ARC for since 1980, so 45 years.
That's great. That's fantastic.
And it's just, one, it's a fantastic organization, and it's funny because, what we do is mix packs, which we created the mix packs in the craft beer industry, and now we do mix packs in wine and liquor and beer, etc., as we've diversified. And, one of the things is it is more expensive than using robots, etc., but paying a little bit of a premium to employ people that really benefit from the work we're doing and do a fantastic job. That's been not a hard sell, which I think is really good that people understand the value of giving back something to the community. In corporate America, to take that to heart, that it is on us to take care of our teams, and for us, when you work for us, your family, and family takes care of family.
Oh, is that like an old Billy Baru?
This is from my grandfather, a Lloyd Mangrum.
Wow. Look at
And
this thing.
I think Lloyd.
This is serious antique putting.
I think Lloyd won like the U.S. Open back in the early 1900s.
Do you have any idea how old this club is?
Well, my grandfather gave it to me.
Wow. And you've been putting with it ever since?
Yeah.
Not effectively, obviously.
No.
but-
I never really liked him, did you?
Liked him, are you kidding me?
God.
This was worse than you said it was going to be. I can't believe we came down for this.
This is the worst.